Welcome back to this already, the final segment of The Price of Business, and I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. Got the one, the only Karen McClure. She's with a great group called The Rich Club, which is helping people get rich, which I think is a great idea. That's very American, in my opinion, getting rich. And I want to encourage people to do just that, which is why we partnered up with the Rich Club to provide great content, information, news about events, and great guests to keep you informed on what is required to get rich. Karen, kind of give us a panoramic overview of what Rich Club is all about. And by the way, you, the listener, can check them out at richclub.org.
Thanks, Kevin. We are a nonprofit trade association whose goal is to help people get rich. We provide education and networking opportunities and a chance to meet great people in the business that will help you grow your real estate business and get rich. We like to secure people's financial futures or help them do that. Yeah,
there you go. And tell us about your guest today.
Okay, today I have Alan Hernandez. He's with White Picket Realty. They are one of Houston's fastest growing investment companies. And White Picket Realty is proof that Alan's theory that every successful business is built on the growth of the individuals around it. It's also this theory that Alan's company has been able to build a sizable financial portfolio, diversifying in multiple assets, including new construction, high-end renovations, high-yield rentals, and self-sustaining note creation. Alan's team truly knows how to put passive investors' funds to work in the best possible way.
Yeah, very good. Welcome to the program. Alan, kind of give us a little bit of an overview of your firm.
Well, hey there, Kevin. First of all, thank you for having me here. Karen, thank you for inviting me over. Really appreciate being on the show. Quick overview, Kevin, it's real simple. We're an investment group. We specialize in finding distressed property that needs repairs or can be rented out for profit. And we use other people's money to fund all of our investments, which is what every investor should be using out there. We're able to provide those investors with sizable returns on their investment. They get a chance to invest in real estate being passive instead of getting their hands dirty. They just collect a check each month. So everybody wins in this scenario.
Right. And so what you mean is that it becomes turnkey. You guys actually are involved in the management aspect as well.
We absolutely are. We can take something from ground up, build something from scratch, or pick up a piece of property that is fully molded out or caving in within itself, take it down to the studs, rebuild it, and give everyone that is involved in the project a return on it.
So kind of give me a step-by-step how it would work.
Oh, well, very simple. We meet with different kinds of clients every day, but generally it's people who have sizable income and not enough time to know where to put their money and how to make a decent return. So they come to us and they say, well, I'd like to get involved in real estate. I'd like to maybe flip a house or build a rental portfolio, and we give them different options as to where they can put their money. Generally, what we do is we say, here's what we have. We have a project coming up. It might be a $300,000 project where we're going to take it down to the studs and rebuild it. And we may offer that investor who brings us the money to do that a return that they're not going to get in any other investment out there on the market. So they're happy, we're happy. They get a chance to really see something build from ground up. Heck, they can drive by it. They can see four walls there at all times and know that their investment is secure and that someone's always working on producing something for them.
So does the relationship engagement begin with them bringing a house to you to take care of?
Well, that's the beautiful part about it. We actually bring all of the inventory, which
so they bring money, and then you do a match between their objectives and their desires and their money.
That is absolutely right.
Yeah,
they bring the money, we bring the property, we bring the inventory, which is, as you guys know right now, that is the hardest thing to find right now on the market is inventory. We have investors coming into our office right now. In fact, I met with 3 different investors last week who are coming in and saying, I'm investing full time as of, last year or 2 years ago, but this year I don't have enough inventory to keep my business going. So what we're seeing right now is the guys that are out there making a living from flipping homes, because they don't have enough inventory, they may potentially be looking at shutting down their doors in the next year or two.
Wow. That's obviously very problematic. Karen, you have a question, comment?
I do. So if
you
they're
waited so patiently.
Yes, I did. Thank you. If there's not enough inventory for flippers, what kind of inventory are you finding? Is it rentals or commercial?
Well, there's not enough inventory for the majority of flippers. That's where our company really stands apart. We have a full acquisition team. So we have 7 agents that sit in our office all day, every day, and they may go through 1,000 leads to find one, but that's one of the beautiful parts about it. Whereas most investors out there don't have an acquisition team, they don't have a handful of guys out there just looking for properties for them. It makes it a lot more difficult. They just have to rely on what's out on the market. And well, HAR shows us that we only have about 2.5 months worth of inventory right now. Now, in a stable market, we generally have about 6 months, right? Mm-hmm. In a buyer's market, we have more than 6 months. But right now, what we have is a true seller's market. And there's not enough inventory to go around for everyone. Mm-hmm. So the people that are making a living or trying to make a living off of the inventory that's easily accessible are looking at potentially failing.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, I always encourage people to get help for things that are beyond their expertise. I never understood that even some simple things like changing the oil on your car. Why would you do that when it's so much more cost effective to take it somewhere and pay $20 or $30 to get it done? And so if I have that mentality when it comes to things like that, all the more so with things like real estate investment.
I completely agree with you. People try to do this all the time. I still run into investors who buy their first rental or buy their first flip here and there and are out there beating the hammer, trying to paint it themselves just to save a buck, and it's totally the opposite way of what you should be doing. Or even trying to find some of these on your own without proper training or spending a little bit of money on marketing, just kind of knocking on some doors. That just is so time consuming, then it becomes, it doesn't give you the return that you're looking for as far as time.
For a client, typically going from the moment they bring you a check until they are now that property is under their management, what's the typical time frame?
It's about 6 months.
Yeah.
It's about 6 months. We don't promise anyone more than we can actually handle. So really we try to underpromise and overdeliver.
Right.
And so when someone comes in and says, look, I really want to get started, we take baby steps, and within a general 6 month period, we have a good investment for them to put their money into. And once we're comfortable, and once they're comfortable with us, then we can actually get them into a few more projects.
Karen?
So it's not an on-term, you're not then managing the property for them. They're actually getting in and out of projects as you turn them.
That's absolutely right.
Okay.
Now, we do have people that invest in rental property, but the majority of the guys that we have right now, they're still coming off of flipping properties for a living. And so now, because they're not making money in the flip process, they're finding it easier to simply invest their money with us. Mm-hmm. We continue doing the flipping. They know that we're doing a good job, and they're still making money on their money versus just having it sit there.
Got to wrap it up. Tell us real quickly about the great work of Ridge Club in terms of events coming up.
All right. Well, if you would like to hear more from Alan Hernandez, he's going to be on our panel on March 1st at our regular Saturday meeting, and you can learn all about that at ridgeclub.org. It is free and open to the public, so we'd love to see you there. Also, on March 6th, we have Ron LeGrand, the millionaire maker real estate teacher, and he will be there on March 6th at 7 p.m. That is also free to the public.
Very good. Do you want to mention real quickly? WhitePicketRealty.com. WhitePicketRealty.com. Ellen Hernandez has been a great guest with us today. And, of course, Karen McClure, always fun. And she's with RichClub.org. I'm Kevin Price. I want to encourage you to have a great rest of your day. Remember to check us out over there at our sister news website, USDailyReview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow on Twitter. Have a great day and spend it right here.